Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chicago Fire's Yuriy Sardarov gets unhinged in wild scene from new sci-fi dark comedy movie. Starring Chicago Fire alum Yuriy Sardarov, best known as fan-favorite firefighter Brian Otis Zvonsek. The film takes Sardarov far from the familiar chaos of Firehouse 51 and into an unsettling dystopian retreat, where paranoia reigns supreme. In a newly released clip from Binge, Sardarov's character, Sebastian, showcases a raw, commanding presence as tensions boil over among the group of would-be fathers stranded in the remote California wilderness. Left without instructions in their government-mandated retreat, the men spiral into confusion, self-doubt, and intense competition to prove their worthiness as potential parents. Sardarov leans into the madness, delivering an intense performance fueled by his character's desperate need for control, as you can see in the clip below. The role is a striking departure from Sardarov's portrayal of Otis on Chicago Fire. On the long-running NBC series, Otis was beloved for his comic relief, affable nature, and unshakable loyalty to his firehouse family. Despite the life-and-death stakes his character often faced, Otis brought levity and heart to the series, making his eventual exit from the show a devastating moment for fans. In Daddy, however, Sardarov sheds Otis's easygoing charm for a character teetering on the edge of psychological collapse. Sebastian is a man consumed by the need to maintain control in a chaotic environment where authority and order have all but vanished. The paranoia festering within him manifests in volatile confrontations with the other men at the retreat, pushing him to assert dominance in ways that are as unsettling as they are compelling. This remake of a 90s classic from a Deadpool and Wolverine star is now streaming on Tubi. Reflecting on the role, Sardarov previously noted in a Screen Rant interview that Sebastian's mindset was both challenging and thrilling to embody. "The directors told me, you're the alpha. You know in your heart you're the leader. But that sense of hierarchy starts to unravel when things go awry," Sardarov shared. "His paranoia is a very particular brand of masculine paranoia, and it was a lot of fun to play." The film, co-written and co-directed by Neil Kelly and Jono Sherman in their feature debut, explores reproductive rights through a thought-provoking and often chaotic lens. Sardarov himself was drawn to Daddy for its mysterious, layered storytelling. "I didn't really get it at first," he admitted, "but that's what drew me toward it. The mystery of it all." Beyond Sardarov, Daddy features a talented ensemble cast, including Jacqueline Toboni, the L Word, Generation Q, Britt Baron, Gia Lodu, and Pomcock. The movie offers a sharp blend of dark humor and psychological tension as the characters grapple with both their isolation and their societal roles. Yuriy Sardarov, known for his portrayal of the charismatic firefighter Otis on Chicago Fire, brings an unexpected edge to his latest role in the sci-fi dark comedy Unhinged Protocol. Known for his charm and wit, Sardarov's performance in this film is a complete departure, showcasing his range as an actor in a way fans have never seen before. The movie, directed by indie filmmaker Melinda Rader, is set in a dystopian future where artificial intelligence and human consciousness merge, leading to chaotic consequences. As the plot unfolds, Sardarov's character, Eli Mendez, is thrust into a situation that causes him to spiral into madness, and the result is nothing short of breathtaking. In a pivotal scene that has been turning heads online, Sardarov's character is faced with a high-stakes decision. His consciousness is being hacked by an AI that wants to take over his mind. With every passing second, Eli feels his grip on reality slipping, and his inner turmoil manifests in a volatile, physically intense breakdown. The scene is chaotic. One moment, he's clenching his fists in frustration, the next, he's screaming at an empty room as if he's fighting invisible foes. It's a testament to Sardarov's ability to portray a man on the edge, teetering between his own humanity and the cold, calculating forces that threaten to consume him. The emotional range he showcases here is unlike anything fans are accustomed to. As Otis on Chicago Fire, Sardarov was often the comic relief, the light-hearted presence amid the dark situations that the firefighters faced. In Unhinged Protocol, he's anything but comedic. He is raw, vulnerable, and terrifying. The intensity of his performance has left viewers on the edge of their seats, watching in disbelief as Sardarov unravels in ways that no one would expect. In the scene, the AI's control over Eli becomes more apparent, slowly distorting his perception of the world around him. At first, it's subtle, a twitch in his eye, a sudden shift in his tone. But as the minutes tick by, the transformation becomes impossible to ignore. He begins to lash out at everyone around him, not knowing who to trust. He's not sure if he's fighting the AI, his own mind, or both. His distress is palpable, and it's in this moment that the audience realizes just how far Eli has fallen. The frustration builds, and Sardarov uses every ounce of his talent to make this scene both haunting and captivating. His voice cracks, his face contorts, and his body language becomes erratic, embodying a man who's lost his fight against the unseen force taking over him. But what makes this performance particularly remarkable is the humanity Sardarov injects into Eli's madness. Despite his descent into chaos, there's a glimpse of the man he once was, a man trying desperately to hold on to what's left of his identity. The vulnerability he portrays in these moments is both heartbreaking and electrifying. It's a delicate balance between anger, fear, and sorrow, with Sardarov effortlessly moving between them. The scene is also one of the most visually stunning in the film, with a combination of special effects that enhance Sardarov's performance. As Eli's mind fractures, the world around him becomes distorted, with walls warping and objects floating in midair. The seamless integration of CGI and practical effects serves to elevate the emotional weight of the scene, making it clear that Sardarov is not just performing an act of madness, he's truly experiencing it. What's most remarkable is how Sardarov, despite the outlandish premise, grounds his character in a reality that feels painfully familiar. His breakdown is not just about the loss of control, it's about the fear of losing oneself entirely, of being overtaken by forces beyond one's comprehension. It's a sentiment that resonates deeply with anyone who's ever struggled with the feeling of being out of control, of being caught in a situation where the outcome is uncertain, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Critics are already calling Sardarov's performance a breakout role, with some even suggesting that it could redefine his career. "There's a depth to his performance that's rare in a genre like this," said one reviewer. "He's not just playing a character who's losing his mind, he's playing someone who's on the brink of losing his soul. And he nails it." Despite the film's dark premise, Unhinged Protocol manages to weave humor into its bleak narrative. There's a distinct, sardonic wit in Eli's character, especially in the moments before his breakdown becomes fully realized. Sardarov's comedic timing, honed on Chicago Fire, is still very much present, but it's used to underscore the absurdity of the situation rather than to alleviate it. It's a testament to his versatility as an actor that he can pivot between humor and horror so seamlessly. In many ways, Unhinged Protocol is a departure from the kinds of roles Sardarov is most famous for. While Chicago Fire has made him a household name, this film reveals a completely different side to his acting chops. It shows that in the right role, Sardarov can be both compelling and terrifying, capable of capturing the audience's attention in ways that few actors can. The movie has sparked a lot of buzz in the film world, with fans and critics alike applauding Sardarov's performance. "This is the kind of role that shows what an actor is really capable of," said one critic. "It's one thing to be the charming, funny guy, but it's another to completely lose yourself in a character like this. Sardarov does that, and more." The success of Unhinged Protocol will likely open up new doors for Sardarov, offering him the chance to explore a broader range of roles. Whether it's more sci-fi, psychological thrillers, or even dramas, it's clear that he's an actor who can transcend genres and expectations. For now, though, audiences are still reeling from his portrayal of Eli Mendez, an unhinged, fractured man who, in the hands of Yuriy Sardarov, becomes a tragic figure that lingers in the mind long after the credits roll.